Guys, Kenwood Sports, man. I'm back with another one, man. I gotta talk about this Philadelphia Eagles at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, cause this game been on my mind. I already said it was time for the Eagles to go out there and get their revenge. Y'all know what Tampa Bay Bucks did to them last year in that wild card game. Put up 32 points on them, 32-9, which was crazy. But I keep saying that them boys wasn't playing no good football toward the end of the year. If y'all remember, they had won like 9 or 10 in a row and end up losing what 5 or 6 out of 7, something like that. I don't know, man. Listen, I'm not gonna get on the Eagles too hard like that right now because I gave them some grace because I knew AJ Brown wasn't there and I knew Devontae Smith was gonna be out because of their concussion from last week against the Saints game. But on the other side of the ball, bro, do y'all know that the Buccaneers jumped out on these dudes like 24-0? Like they went out there like gangbusters and just was Baker Mayfield dropped back 47 times on these people. They ain't even worried about running the ball like that. They had Bucky Irvin go for 50 and Rashae White go for 50, and I think Bucky Irvin scored a touchdown. Baker ran one also, but Baker Mayfield, I believe he threw for like 3 touchdowns, man. They beat these boys 33-16, and the Eagles did not look good at all on neither side of the ball. Baker Mayfield had got pressured. He had got sacked 12 times before this game, and I'm thinking the Eagles gonna be able to get to him, but that ain't what they did. They got to him twice. But if a dude dropping back 47 times, come on, man. Y'all got to get back there even more. Y'all damn near got the whole Georgia defense on their team. What happened with Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis, man? People be talking a lot about Jordan Davis. I don't watch him enough to give a good assessment on him. I just know what he was. I think they got drafted back-to-back years. But Nakobe Dean, he really ain't showing me much of nothing, man. This dude was supposed to be all world. I seen him all around Georgia on billboards and stuff before he got drafted. He was balling with the Bulldogs. I'm not gonna lie about that. He was balling. Slay, he from Georgia too, not from the school, but he is from the state of Georgia, Brunswick, I think. But that defense just did not show up, man. Dudes ain't played with no type of pride or nothing like that. No type of pride at all. Let these guys jump out on y'all 24-0. I said I know Brown and Smith not there, so I'm expecting y'all to run the ball a little more and control the clock, but y'all didn't really much do that, bro. Y'all barely had 100 yards. It was like 100 and just over 100. Saquon got 84 on the ground. He did another 20 receiving. And then Jalen Hurts, I think Jalen Hurts ran one in. He probably threw one and ran one in. But to me, I think I feel like that should have been more. I think they should have been running the ball more and controlling the clock more, especially seeing what Baker Mayfield was doing back there. Seeing what the defense not doing. Shane Steichen, I feel like Jalen Hurts had his best year when Shane Steichen was the quarterback. I mean, was the offensive coordinator. And I feel like Shane Steichen, I don't understand why they got rid of him. You got Shane Steichen, then you had Johnson, and now you got a whole nother offensive coordinator, which is Kellen Moore, who then got fired from 2 straight jobs. I don't want to make no excuses for nobody, but if you keep changing up, you keep switching up Jalen Hurts, because the people talking bad about Jalen Hurts right now. And y'all know I had said that I felt like the Eagles had turned a corner, even though they didn't play good against the Saints. They didn't play a good football game against the Saints. It was about who was going to break first, and the Saints broke first. Okay? They scored 15 points against the Saints, and they scored 16 points against the Buccaneers. I didn't expect no offensive explosion without your guys there. You had Goddard, you had Johan Dotson, you had a couple more guys out there that could have been making a couple plays for you. I seen the fumble by Jalen Hurts, and Jalen Hurts, bro, he threw a pick. I know he threw one pick against the Saints. He probably did another turnover, but he been turning the ball over a lot since. They say he done turned the ball over 27 times in 22 games. It's hard to win when you turn the ball over that much. 27 turnovers in 22 games. That's since the Super Bowl. So since that Super Bowl, 22 games, he done turned the ball over 27 times. It ain't too many teams that's going to be successful when you turn the ball over at that rate. Last year, it was some rumblings about Jalen Hurts' knee being hurt. I'm not sure if that was accurate. But like I said about the Jordan Love situation, if you out there and the team see that number on your back, whatever you is number one, they see that on your back. They're expecting you to perform. Your team expecting you to perform. Ain't no excuses. Dudes injured on both sides. Everybody hurting every week. They need AJ Brown back, and they need him back in a hurry. Their hamstring, I told you, they linger when you get back on the field. You think the hamstring then went away. You think the injury then went away, but it still be bothering you. So I'm expecting Smith to come back. He gonna make a big difference. Smith come back, he gonna make a big difference with him and Goddard. But at the same time, you gotta keep running. Say Gainwell. That's what I meant to say. Gainwell. You gotta use him also. You gotta put Gainwell. You gotta give him some touches. Cause I'm not gonna keep putting my defense back on the field and watch guys just run up the score on us. That's just not gonna happen. Vic Fangio, they gotta line something up with that defense because there's no way. There's no way. Maddox, the other young guy who they just drafted, I can't think of his name right now. Something gotta happen. Something gotta work. Something gotta happen with these Eagles, man. I'm not sure what it is, but they're not playing good football, and I don't know if it's gonna continue. What, they got a bye week coming up. That's much needed at the perfect time. After 4 weeks, a bye to get AJ Brown hamstring right, to get Devontae Smith mind right, and whoever else injured, get themselves together and hit the reset button because I don't think Nick Sirianni is being any type of impactful for this team. Jalen Hurts is the one who giving post game. Brandon Graham, I heard he did the post game. Like, what part do your head coach play in this whole thing? Because you got Kellen Moore, you got Vic Fangio calling the offense and defense, then you got Jalen Hurts addressing the team, then you got Brandon Graham addressing the team. Like, where does Nick Sirianni fall in on this, man? Like, well, because I know he's not giving no pregame speeches. So, Eagles, it's time to shake back, look in the mirror, man. Go ahead and like this video if you watching this video. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed, and I'll see y'all in the next one.